What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Plus Money Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Q. You can follow me on all socials at Bets by Q. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Black Sheep Betting, where it is a dog's world. There are two links in the description. One is for the VIP. That is where I drop all of my official plays. It's designed for disciplined bettors who have a unit system. I mean, honestly, it's not a place for parlays. It's not a place for lottery tickets. I mean, yesterday's entire slate, we had 3 games. Okay, we went 2-3. We were up 5 units or so. Okay, we had the Bears on the money line. We had 2 touchdown scores, and then Houston Texans on the money line last night. Look, it's the ebbs and flows of betting. Okay, you don't want to get caught up with volume. You don't want to get caught up with having, 5 different plays in at once and sweating multiple games at a time. One leg cashes while the other one loses. Maybe you do. I won't speak for everybody else. But for me, that's not how I do business. That's not how I invest my money. And that's what sports betting is. Whether you're winning or you're losing, you're investing. Okay? Anyways, besides that, value trumps volume. Okay? That's basically all I'm trying to say. The second link in the description, that's the fun one. That's the one. Come into it, trail a couple parlays, share your bets with people. It is hosted by my friend Will from the Double Fault Tennis Podcast. It is a free Discord chat where all we do is we talk about sports 24/7, 365, every hour of every day. Okay, there's not much that I like on the board today. It's Monday. So I am going to start this off very, very simple today. We have very interesting matchup between the Eagles and the Chargers. The Chargers are home dogs here, catching 2.5 points, with the total being set at 41.5 as they face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Look, the public is all over the Eagles on this one. Public has tremendously put their money on the Eagles. But here's where I'm going to pause at and just say this. Value over volume. Okay? The Eagles is not a good value play. I guess if you want to lay the 2.5, if you really think that they're going to cover that 2.5, then sure, there's some value there. Right? And if you've waited this long, you've seen some of it go down. But let me tell you, when you have 75% of the money on one, or of the bets on one side and almost 60% of the money on the other side, this line is out of whack. It's moving in the wrong direction. I know that there's some liability with Justin Herbert here today. But I think the biggest issue and the biggest storyline is this. We have Jalen Carter, we know, is out. Lane Johnson, we know, is out. Here's a fun fact about the offensive tackle, Lane Johnson, for the Philadelphia Eagles. In the last 10 seasons, when he has missed a game, they are just 12-26. So well below 500. Okay? Nick Sirianni on a bounce back spot after losing the previous week, below 500. This isn't the type of coach that comes out swinging and has it figured out after a loss. I still think there's a lot of drama in the Eagles locker room. What's going on with Saquon Barkley? I mean, he's having a historically bad year after having one of the best years that we've ever seen from a running back. Yes, we have Justin Herbert's hand injury. He just had surgery last week and he's still playing. Believe it is on his non-throwing hand, so it's super important that just don't take any hits, dude. Offensive line has to hold up. I expect for Justin Herbert to get the ball out pretty fast here. I don't think we're going to see him use his legs. I mean, if you really need to, then sure. But I do think the Chargers win this game. I'm not going to take the points. They can keep the points. I'm not here for the points. Give me the Chargers on the money line. Lock it in. I'll see you at the counter. The second play that I like in this game It's just going to correlate with how I think the game's how it's going to play out, okay? Keenan Allen plus 400 to score a touchdown today. I think that's ridiculous value. Look, we know that Keenan Allen is not what he was, right? Went to Chicago, had a mediocre year, comes back to the Chargers, a team that basically, that he grew into, stardom with. I really like him to score a touchdown today for a couple of reasons. Not only is he the security blanket for Justin Herbert, he's the third down guy. I also think that this is a team now with, Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnston that, in a goal line package, somebody's getting lost. So I could see a pick play being ran for Keenan Allen, quick slant or, a quick flap to the sideline. That seems to be the type of play call that's suited for him at this stage in his career. I don't think it's going to come off a 40-yard, touchdown bomb. But I think when we get into the red zone, we get, inside that 20-yard line, I think it's, I think that line probably goes down to plus 100. How many red zone opportunities do we think that we're going to get today? I think we're going to get at least 4. We'll probably get 1 score from out. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I do think that the Chargers can get 4 red zone opportunities. Of those 4 red zone opportunities, you're telling me, well, I mean, I guess it's not really a 25% chance because we don't know how many times they're really going to get into the red zone, but I'm going to roll the dice with Keenan Allen, anytime touchdown, plus 400. Lock it in. I'll see you at the counter. Okay, last play that I'm going to go with here. I'm kind of going impromptu, to be honest with you. But I don't understand this line. I know Omarion Hampton is back from injury. He hasn't played since week 5. But his backup, Kamani Vidal, I mean, he's crushed it. He had 126 yards last week. Then, he's kind of, it's been, push and pull with him, right? 120 yards on the ground last week before that 13, then 95, then 30, then 117. So he tends to zigzag in these spots. But what I really think is that he has shown enough to split the backfield with Omarion Hampton. I know Omarion Hampton, everybody's really big and everybody's really high on him this year. But coming back from injury, you never know what could happen, okay? Vidal's been doing phenomenal. So I'm going to take him over 35.5 rushing yards. I really think, look, all we're looking for here is 5-6 carries in the positive direction. That's it. And he has the ability to just break one. All right, so I think 35.5 is really low. If I didn't like the Chargers to win this game so much, I would probably be laddering Vidal, probably up to 70. But for what it's worth, we'll take 1 unit on the over 35.5. Lock it in. I will see you at the counter. Okay, 3 plays today, all in the Monday Night Football game. I probably will drop some NHL picks in the Discord, so that's free. Check that out if you want some action in NHL tonight. But 3 plays, 3 units in play. We're on the Chargers on the money line, plus 116. We're also on Keenan Allen for the Chargers to score a touchdown at plus 400. And, of course, we're on Kamani Vidal to go over 35.5 rushing yards. 3 plays, 3 units in play. I'll be back here tomorrow with more plus money plays from around the sports world. As always, my name is Q from Black Sheep Betting, and I hope each and every one of you get each and every one of your best.